Hello. हाँ जी सुमन। नीचे सारे के सारे आएंगे, मीटिंग है ना, प्री प्राइमरी प्राइमरी टिल 10 और पीजीटीज भी आएंगे कल। सारे के सारे आने हैं कल, सारे के सारे आने हैं। जो सुमन मैं बेशक बोल जाऊँ, आप डाल दो ग्रुप में, और 15 ऑनवर्ड्स वैसे भी सारे के सारे टीचर्स आएंगे।
Abhishek sir,
Good afternoon everyone.
good afternoon. Good afternoon.
How are you all?
Fine, ma'am.
Just a second. Hello. Are you here, Mr. Mahinder?
Yes, ma'am.
We need to make
I'm here.
Miss Alisha as co-host. Can you do that?
Yes, I'm just doing here as a co-host, but आपको मैं host बना रहा हूँ अभी.
Can you say it again because your voice is not clear enough?
That's better right now.
Can you make Alisha as co-host? Is there any problem with that? Mr. Mahendra, are you finding any problem while making
No, ma'am.
co-host?
Right now,
She's
no,
there.
no, no.
Okay, okay, fine.
Okay.
It's done.
Right now, actually, Vandana, you are a host right now, so it may be a control at your home.
Just a second. Let me do it myself. I'll try to do it. I'm not getting that option where I can see myself as host
Yes, ma'am.
and she's the co-host. No issues with that. And Mr. Mahendra, just be cautious of, of students, those who are, meanwhile, if they keep on screaming anything on the screen, just make sure of that too as well.
Okay, ma'am.
So I request all the teachers present here to start calling their students so that they can join the session on time. Please, teachers, do the needful. Principal sir can join the session any moment.
দেখছিস এই মা গালি করে যেত বসে বসে
Hello. So, good afternoon, everyone. Those who are present here today. Respected Principal Sir, Miss Alisha, and my dear students, we all know the importance of directions. Imagine someone asks you to get out of the house and drive without giving any direction whatsoever. With this set of information, it is most likely you will not be able to navigate yourself nor manage time and speed. Now imagine the same person tell you to get out of the house and drive to a destination, asking you to arrive at a preset time. With the first case where no set directions or time is given, you are most likely to take a path which is as per your interest and has lesser traffic, but more scope, yeah? But without a destination in mind, it would be worthless to keep traveling and eventually figure out that the path taken was not even conducive. Point being, it is always advisable to get a clear sense of direction based on our strengths and weaknesses. My dear students, a lot of us suffer from a dilemma related to our studies, isn't it? Every student faces a common question: what career do I take up? What course do I opt for? In our olden times, in my time, if I talk about, we used to rely on snippets of information that we would hear from people or from our teachers or from our parents, depend on the decisions that our parents would take. The awareness regarding different streams and sub-streams was much lower at that time. However, today there is a dearth of knowledge regarding the various career options. You may feel that you are spoiled for choice and cannot make a career decision. Or you may be confused and uninformed and need someone to guide about the options that are open to you. How many of you are agree with me on this? So I can see some hands over here. So follow your true passion, and you should know for that we need at times career counseling so that children can achieve great heights and success in their life. Today we have Miss Alisha Dhananjal, who is an expert career counselor in Faridabad, NCR, and works persistently to help students realize their dreams. She holds a master's degree along with being a Green Belt certified global career counselor from the University of California, Los Angeles Extension. She is also a certified career analyst and has 11 years of experience and even more than that in the field of guidance and counseling. And alongside being a career counselor, coach, mentor, and psychologist, she is an entrepreneur, founder, director of Admission World and whatnot. So before starting the session, I would like to request Principal Sir to share kindly enlighten us with his words of wisdom. So, Principal Sir, can we hear something from you, please? Mr. Mahinda, you need to unmute, sir. Can you do that, please? Mr. Mahinda, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Give me a second.
Can you unmute, sir?
Give me a second. We only ask to unmute, sir.
Yeah. Now it's unmuted. Fine.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Vandana, it's a nice effort on your part. And some of our teachers might be there in the group. And also I find around 40 children are there in our session today. And of course, good afternoon and welcome to Alisa. And,
good afternoon, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I appreciate your endeavor in enlightening our children for their career counseling. Because it's a need of the hour. Our children needs to understand what is their end result, what is their goal. Basically, I just want to tell a few things, students. You know that last 1 year, firstly, I want to congratulate all of you for your patience and managing yourself during last 1 year. This is undoubtedly a challenging work for students, because earlier we are thinking that in school, when you are in our custody, in our care, we used to think that you cannot live without physical presence in school, but now we have proved that you are a responsible student, you are a responsible citizen. So our role, you people have shown us manifold responsibility of our task tomorrow. So therefore, when we find the children are responsible, then we should be more responsible. Am I right, Vandana?
Yes, sir. Totally agree with you.
Yeah. So you have proved yourself. Children have proved themselves that they are responsible. So it has made our task much heavier, right? So it's a restless job for all of us. Now, what we think, when you are so responsible, why don't we show you path and your roadmap for your future and career, what exactly you want to be in your life. You know, that career has every student, every individual is having some merits, each and every one. If we treat ourselves as a gift of God, then God has given us unique merits. We are good in some areas, we are not good in some areas, right? So I just want to tell all the children, you find out where you are good. You never underestimate yourself. You feel proud of yourself. You treat yourself that you are the greatest gift of the God, and be thankful to yourself for everything what you have achieved. So you never treat yourself that I am inferior, or I cannot do, or I am I'm insulted, I'm neglected or rejected. No one is insulted, no one is rejected, no one is without our attention. Fine. So thing is that you have to identify yourself. Firstly, you should feel proud of yourself that yes, I am something, I can do lot many things in my life. But of course, I cannot do those things which some other person can do. So somebody may be very good in driving a car. Somebody will be very good in driving another, say, aircraft. So, and a pilot may not be good in driving a car, right? So if I talk about runners, horse runs faster in race course. So if you tell a horse to run faster in a building, horse cannot run. But in a building, rat runs faster than horse. So if you tell the rat, you run in a race course, rat cannot run. So both are runner, both are good runner, but someone is running good in apartment, someone is running good in race course. So same thing is applicable to us. We very so much. So I make you understand where you are and accordingly the career options level in front of you, so that tomorrow you can become a more responsible citizen. And I hope that will be a great help for all of us, because you are the future tomorrow. Right, over to Alisa, and thank you so much, Vandana.
Thank you so very much for your kind words, sir, and for your encouraging words as well. So before starting, Alisha, you all know that there are lots of students who are unable to find their passion and their talent. Even parents also suffer due to low marks of their children. Isn't it? Sometimes they force students to focus on things which are not their true talent, but which they think is important. What is your take on that? But again, let me request everyone to switch on their cameras. Students, you need to switch on your cameras along with teachers as well. Everyone has to switch on their cameras if possible. Yes, Alisha.
Okay, so my take on this, I will give you my opinion at the end of the session. I won't say it to start with, otherwise we lose the sense of all the stuff we are going to talk about in this session. But definitely I'm here to talk on career planning, means how important it is for everyone, how important it is for us to know कि हमें जाना कहाँ है. जैसे कि आपने बात की थी, जब तक हमें यही नहीं पता हमें जाना कहाँ है, तब तक हम उसकी तैयारी भी कैसे करेंगे. So career planning is exactly just like we decide if we are going on holidays to Goa. So first we decide the destination, and then we decide by car जाएंगे या by train जाएंगे या by air जाएंगे, क्या क्या रखना है, क्या क्या नहीं रखना है. So same way, it's not a rocket science. It's a very simple thing. All we need to do is find what we want to do and then make a roadmap for that. So here I am to help you guys, to help all the students to understand why career planning is important and all the stages involved in it, so that they know exactly what all they have to find out and how they have to reach their destination.
Okay, well, definitely, I'm sure students, you must be having many questions wandering in your mind. We'll definitely take your question at the end of the session. But before that, I would like to request Alisha to start with the session. We are already running, I think, short of time. So I think you should start, I mean.
So are we starting with the 51 participants only?
Yes, please, you may.
Okay, all right. So I would request everyone of you to have a notebook and a pen with you, so that you can note down the steps involved in career planning, and we'll take the question answers at the end of the session, because I guess the chat is disabled. So at the end, we'll unmute all of you and we'll take up your questions. All right, so we all are here to talk about career planning. So before I talk about career planning, I think the annotations are not off, ma'am. Vandana, ma'am.
Yes.
The screen is being compromised.
Sorry, I'm not getting your point.
The screen, the annotations, you have not turned off the annotation, so anyone can write on the screen.
Okay. Let me remind Mahinder for that. Just a second.
I will do, ma'am. No issue. Give me a second.
Yeah, Mr. Nahendra, please do the needful.
Yes, ma'am. Definitely. Give me a second. Huh?
And at the same time, I request all the students to maintain the decorum of this meeting. This is something really very important for you all. And I'm sure there will be many, many takeaways from this session for you all. Make sure yourself ready with your pen and your paper so that you can note down the important points.
Shall we start or we wait?
Start, ma'am. Start,
It's
please.
done. I believe you may start, please.
Okay, so I'll introduce myself. My name is Alisha Dhanjal. I'm the Managing Director of AG Corporate Private Limited, and I'm the founder of Admission World. So Admission World basically deals with career counseling and study abroad services. If I talk about my education, oh, the screen is still compromised. I'm changing the slide. It's not working. See, can you see?
Give me a second. Just a minute, ma'am. Vandam, please give a host right to Alisha, ma'am. Then they have do something.
Okay, let me try it at my end. 1 second. So Alisha made you the host of this session.
This is something that you do before you actually schedule the session. I doubt if I'll be able to do it now. I can try. Can I please request all the students not to disturb us? If you're not interested to attend, you can leave the session. But this way, you'll be wasting my time and your time and everybody else's time. So it's a request to the students. I can't do anything at the moment, Vandana ji, because this is something you do when you schedule it.
So no issues, Alisha. We can continue with the session.
Yeah, but if I'm not able to change the slide, then I'll have a problem. You know?
Okay.
Okay, I'm a certified global career counselor, and I help students to find out their right career option, and we help them to prepare the roadmap for that. So, what is career planning, or rather career? करियर एक्चुअली हम बात कर रहे हैं कि करियर प्लानिंग क्या होती है, तो उससे पहले हम ये फाइंड आउट करते हैं कि करियर क्या होता है. सो टू अंडरस्टैंड करियर प्लानिंग वी नीड टू फाइंड आउट द डेफिनेशन ऑफ करियर. करियर और जॉब में क्या डिफरेंस होता है? बेसिकली करियर होता क्या है? सो करियर मीन्स द प्रोग्रेस एंड द एक्शंस टेकन बाय अ पर्सन थ्रू आउट देयर लाइफ. आप अपनी जिंदगी भर जो काम करते हैं, मेजर पार्ट ऑफ योर लाइफ, जो कि इंक्लूड करता है आपकी पोजीशंस, आपका सक्सेस एंड व्हाटएवर यू अचीव इन लाइफ, योर सोशल स्टेटस, दैट इज करियर, जिससे कि आप अपने ब्रेड एंड बटर अर्न करते हैं. सो उस करियर को प्लान करने के लिए जो एक लाइफ लॉन्ग प्रोसेस होता है, उसे हम कहते हैं करियर प्लानिंग. इस करियर प्लानिंग में we do things like how to gather the information for what we want to become, which enables us to synthesize and gain competencies, make decisions, set goals and take actions. So basically, career planning is something which goes on all over your life. It's not कि अब बस आज कर लिया और उसके बाद नहीं करना है. So it's a life-going process, lifelong process. So why career planning is so important factor for future? अब आप सोचो कि अगर आप लोग प्लान करते हो कि आपको कहीं जाना है और आप जगह नहीं चूज करते हो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आपने बोला कि हम कहीं घूमने जा रहे हैं. सो आपका एक ब्रदर है और आप दोनों के अलग अलग रूम्स हैं. यू गो एंड स्टार्ट पैकिंग योर स्टफ. एंड आप क्या करते हो? सारे सर्दियों के कपड़े अपने बैग में रख लेते हो, ये सोचते हुए कि हम लोग मनाली जाएंगे. और आपका ब्रदर अपने सूटकेस में सारे समर शॉर्ट्स एंड यू नो ऑल द समर गारमेंट्स रख लेता है अपने, थिंकिंग कि वो गोवा जा रहा है. एंड व्हेन यू बोथ एक्चुअली गो आउट एंड देन यू गेट टू नो, ओ गॉड, हम तो ऐसी जगह पे जा रहे हैं जहाँ पे या तो गर्मी है या सर्दी है. तो एक तो ठीक से चलो पहुंच जाएगा, पर दूसरा विल बी इन अ टोटल मेस बिकॉज यू गाइज डिडंट प्लान. So similarly, why career planning is important? Because you need to plan it, you need to find out कि हमारे को जो achieve करना है उसके लिए क्या ma'am, the screen is being compromised. I'm not able to change the slides, you know. Okay. This is very disturbing. You know, this is Rahul 9th B. Can you please leave the session? See, so next time you play with the slide, your name displays on the screen. So think before you do that. So this is Rahul 9B, Vanda ma'am, if you could just take care of the student.
Aisham, you just be out that person as at your hand because you are a host right now.
But see, whether I play the presentation or I go back and remove the guide, this
Students,
will be very disturbing.
Students, please maintain your discipline, beta. That's not a right way.
So progress, actions, position, family life, professional life, status in the society, success. ये सारी चीजें हमें कहाँ से आती हैं, कहाँ से मिलती हैं? हमारे करियर से. और सबसे important चीज, the happiness in your life, as it decides the entire course of your life, is dependent on your career. If you're happy where you're working, everything that I've mentioned, your progress, your actions, your position, your family life, your status in the society, everything will bring you happiness. So a right career choice is very, very important for you to make. So the next thing that we are going to talk about is how do I start? अब मुझे career planning करनी है तो मैं इसे शुरू कैसे करूं? So basically, the first thing that you want to do or you should be doing is evaluate myself. So you can make a note of these stages that you will go through in career planning, and the first of them is evaluate myself. The second step is exploration. The third step is making my decisions. Fourth step is setting my goals. And the fifth step is implementing my plans. So these are the 5 stages of career planning. अब हम इन सारी 5 stages को एक बार quickly understand करते हैं कि इन stages में आपको क्या क्या करना होता है. So जो सबसे पहली आपकी stage है वो है evaluating myself. So basically आप अपने आप को evaluate करते हैं एक wheel की तरह. And I must mention that evaluating yourself is the major part of career planning. So basically this involves the 80% of career planning process and the other stuff only 20%. Because once you evaluate yourself, it will become really easy and comfortable for you to find out what exactly you want to do. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is the wheel. Now, evaluating yourself through a wheel is a very big help. You may take a snapshot of this if you really want to. So the top half of the wheel includes internal factors, example, opportunities, experiences, work-life experiences, learning experiences, significant of others in your life. Whereas the bottom half of the wheel includes personal characteristics, example, skills, interest, values, your personal style. So अब हम इस wheel को detail में एक बार समझते हैं. So the first thing is your work-life experience. So if you're in 9th class, 10th class especially, or maybe in 11th, 12th, what you need to find out is what are your work-life experiences, which can include your hobbies, your sports, your travel, your unpaid work, volunteer work, any paid work. Suppose आप दिवाली आती है तो आपको आपकी मम्मा ने बोला कि मुझे आपका रूम बिल्कुल ऑर्गेनाइज चाहिए. So एक होगा जिसे ये काम करने में it will be like, oh God, no, I really don't want to do this. And then there will be someone who would just love doing it, organizing things, keeping things at places, decorating house. So that would give you an insight that maybe you want to get into something like designing and decorating. Sometimes you have a cousin, uncle, or somebody who needs a help in doing accounts of his shop. So you go and do it voluntarily. Maybe you're taking actively part in an NGO, जिससे कि आप pets, you take care of the pets, you maybe take care of elderly people, maybe you go and help छोटे-छोटे बच्चों को थोड़ा सा पढ़ाने के लिए. So you need to find out कि ऐसी कौन सी चीजें हैं जो आप करते हो जो कि आपको करने से you don't get bored, you feel nice. Okay. The second thing is your learning experiences. अब learning experiences में learning could include your training, your formal schooling, your informal education. So learning is again from your life experiences as well. So you need to find out कि ऐसे कौन से learning experiences हैं that makes you feel a little bit different, you feel better, you feel accomplished. So it could be a subject that you're crazy about. Maybe you, every day, if you have an English class period, you feel this is the best period, you never feel bored out of it. Maybe it's the bio chapters you like the most. Maybe it's the maths that keeps you wondering that how it's happening. I really want to know more and more and more about it. And also you need to understand that what is your learning goal. क्या आपको सीरियसली पढ़ना अच्छा भी लगता है कि नहीं लगता? क्या आपको हैंड्स ऑन प्रैक्टिस वाले काम ज्यादा अच्छे लगते हैं या बुक से पढ़ना आपको अच्छा लगता है? Because I'll give you an example on that. There are professions, there are a couple of professions that involve lifelong study, like teacher, like doctor, like lawyer. लॉयर एक ऐसा, एडवोकेट एक ऐसा प्रोफेशन है जिसमें आपको हर वक्त केस स्टडीज पढ़नी होती हैं, आपको न्यू लॉज पढ़ने होते हैं उनके बारे में कि वो कैसे इम्प्लीमेंट होंगे, क्या उसके क्लॉज हैं, वो सारी चीजें. सो it's something you keep learning and learning and reading and reading. Are you that kind of a person who really wants to get into a profession that involves so much of learning, or you enjoy doing it? So you need to understand your learning goals. The next thing that you need to find out about yourself is significant of others in your life. Now, significant of others is very important because it includes your friends, your family, your colleagues. Now, why friends and family and colleagues have an impact on your career planning? उन लोगों से आपकी career planning कैसे affect हो सकती है? So you need to find out कि ऐसी कौन सी चीजें हैं जो आपको affect कर सकती हैं. Maybe you are the only child of your parents and you don't want to move away from your parents. So जो आपने अपने लिए career goals रखी हैं, does that involve traveling? Does that involve going out for 4-5 years of study? And will you be able to go out and leave them? So these are the things that you need to find out. Then parents are the one who will be funding your education. You need to find out that the dream that you're dreaming of, that you're thinking of, can they support that dream? Will be they able to help you to achieve it? So you need to look at all these parts कि जो आपकी life में matter करते हैं, your friends and family and maybe colleagues, your classmates are your colleagues in a way. So will they be able to help you in the way you're expecting to? Are they going to influence your decision of career? So these are the things that you need to think of. The next thing that you need to find out about yourself is your personal attributes. So everyone has characteristics and traits that make you unique. जैसे कि आपके प्रिंसिपल सर ने बताया अभी थोड़ी देर पहले कि जो पायलट है, जो प्लेन बहुत अच्छा चलाता है, जरूरी नहीं है कि वो कार भी बहुत अच्छी चलाता हो. सो हर एक के पास एक ऐसी स्किल, एक ऐसा कैरेक्टरिस्टिक होता है जो कि बहुत यूनिक होती है. Like maybe I gave you an example of like you take care of the pets, not the pets, but the stray dogs in your area. So that makes you generous, that makes you helpful. So you need to find out कि ऐसे कौन से characteristics हैं जो आपको औरों से अलग बनाते हैं. You need to find out कि आप किसी भी चीज को लेके लॉजिक फाइंड आउट करते हो उसमें, या आप इमेजिनेशन पे बिलीव करते हो, आप फैक्ट्स पे बिलीव करते हो, या आप ये सोचते हो कि नहीं, there could be something out of the box. Do you value traditions more or you're very rule bound? So there are personal attributes about yourself that you need to find out. The next, before we go to the next thing, I want every one of you to say this statement loud and clear so that you can hear this saying. Repeat it. You can repeat it after I say it. It is very important to find that place of work where you can be yourself and be appreciated for who you are. ये स्टेटमेंट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है करियर प्लानिंग में. सो बेसिकली मैं ये लाइन क्यों बोल रही हूँ, मैं आपको ये क्यों कह रही हूँ कि आप अपने लिए कोई ऐसा करियर चूज करें जहां पे आप जो हैं आप वैसे ही रहें और आप उसके लिए अप्रिशिएट किए जाएं. बिकॉज अगर कोई भी काम हम अपने आप को बदल कर या अपने मन के अकॉर्डिंग ना करके उससे अलग जाके करते हैं, then we will not be doing it happily. And when we are not happy doing something, we can never give our 100% to that. And if we don't give our 100% to something, then how can we expect it to give us back good results? How will it bring us success? So हमें अपने लिए एक ऐसा करियर चूज करना है जिसे करने में हमें खुशी हो उस काम को. अदरवाइज आप उन्हीं कुछ लोगों में से होंगे. आपने कभी देखा है कि कुछ लोग इन योर फ्रेंड सर्कल, समवेयर अराउंड यू, इन योर नेबरहुड, मे बी समवेयर इन योर फैमिली, आके बस ये बोलते हैं, अरे मैं घर आ गया, बस आज का दिन, मतलब मुझे तो ऑफिस जाना अच्छा ही नहीं लगता, मैं तो मजबूरी में जाता हूँ. या 5 बजते ही वो लोग बस सोचते हैं कि बस उठाएं अपना बैग और घर चले जाएं. मतलब they don't want to be at their place of work because they're not happy there, because they're not doing what they wanted to. There are people who would say, यार मुझे ये करना ही नहीं था, बस मैं नौकरी कर रहा हूँ यहाँ पे क्योंकि I want money, I have responsibilities to take care of, but I never wanted to be somebody sitting in front of a laptop. So जब हम वो है ही नहीं जो हम बनना चाहते हैं, तो हम उसमें अच्छे से कैसे रिजल्ट लेके आ सकते हैं? So always remember that you choose a profession and a place of work where you can be yourself and be appreciated for who you are. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is your work values. Now, when we talk of work values, before get on to this, I would like, okay, I will just change the slide and we'll talk about the story. So what do you see? A rabbit and a lion. Do you see a rabbit and a lion? Okay. So I'll share a very small story with you. एक बार राजा, जंगल का राजा शेर, इसे बहुत तेज भूख लगी and he decided to go out and find a prey for himself. अब जैसे ही वो बाहर निकला तो उसने किसे देखा? रैबिट को. और राजा ने सोचा आज तो मैं रैबिट खाऊंगा और मेरा पेट रैबिट को खा के भर जाएगा. एंड देन शेर धीरे धीरे रैबिट की तरफ बढ़ा उसे पकड़ने के लिए. रैबिट ने देख लिया कि शेर आज तो मुझे शेर खाने वाला है. सो रैबिट भागा बहुत तेजी से और उसके पीछे भागा लायन. अब रैबिट भागता जा रहा है और शेर भागता जा रहा है एंड देन भागते भागते शाम हो गई, बट शेर रैबिट को पकड़ ही नहीं पाया. अब शेर थक गया और एक जगह पे आके रुक गया. रैबिट भी रुक गया. रैबिट ने पीछे मुड़ के देखा कि शेर तो थक गया है और रुक गया है. तो शेर ने रैबिट से कहा, रैबिट मैं तो जंगल का राजा हूं, मैं सबसे ज्यादा ताकतवर हूं, पर तू तो मुझसे भी ज्यादा तेज भाग रहा है, ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है? तो रैबिट ने बोला, आप बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हो राजा जी, आप जंगल के राजा हो, आप में सबसे ज्यादा ताकत है, पर हम दोनों की जो भागने की वजह है ना वो अलग है, और जो मेरे भागने की वजह है वो आपकी भागने की वजह से ज्यादा स्ट्रांग है. तो शेर ने बोला कैसे? सो रैबिट ने उसे बताया कि अगर आप आज मेरे पीछे भाग रहे हो, आपको पता है कि अगर रैबिट नहीं मिला तो चलो मैं किसी और को खा लूंगा और मेरा पेट भर जाएगा, पर अगर आज मैं मर गया यानी रैबिट मर गया तो मैं तो कल सुबह तक देख ही नहीं पाऊंगा, मैं तो मर जाऊंगा, मेरी तो जिंदगी ही खत्म. सो मैं अगर आज अपने आप को नहीं बचा पाया, सो माय गेम विल बी ओवर. लेकिन आपको पता है कि ठीक है, अगर मैं नहीं मिला तो आप किसी और को खा लोगे. सो जो मेरे भागने की वजह है वो मुझे बचा रही है. So now I go back again to the slide where we were talking of the work values. So people work for variety of reasons. आप या मैं या कोई भी, हम एक वजह की, हमारी एक वजह होती है जिसके लिए हम काम करना चाहते हैं. So we need to find out that value for ourselves. कि मैं काम करना क्यों चाहता हूँ? What is the value? Maybe I want, I've seen my parents struggling all their life. I want to ensure that when I work, when I become a good, I have a good balance, I give them all the luxuries of the life. I want them to travel around the world. It could be one reason. It could be I want to be independent. I want to achieve something big in my life. I have big dreams to accomplish. So you need to find out the work value for yourself. If I'm a girl, I know I want to be independent. If I don't study hard and if I don't find out the right career for myself, I will be ending up getting married and maybe not doing anything, looking after just a home, and maybe all my dreams will die. So, Ayush Sharma, stop playing with the screen, please. So, you need to find out this thing, that what is your work value? You need to ask some questions to yourself, that why even I want to work? What is important to me about work? Why do I value it? मैं काम करना चाहता हूँ या कुछ अपनी लाइफ में अचीव भी करना चाहता हूँ, तो क्यों करना चाहता हूँ? क्या रीजन है? So these are the things that you need to find out. Okay, so now you know that why rabbit could save himself, because his reason was stronger than the reason of the lion to eat him. Okay, so the next thing that you're going to find out about yourself is interests. What are your interests? ऐसी कौन सी चीजें हैं जिनसे आप कभी भी थकते ही नहीं हो? It can involve something that you're curious about, maybe something active. It can be sports, it can be reading, it can be anything that that makes you feel कि मैं bored नहीं हो रहा हूँ. So interest is again very important. So what can help you to understand your interest is that, are you somebody who's realistic or a doer? Do you like doing things with your hands, जिसमें मैकेनिकल जॉब इन्वॉल्व है, या आपको हाथों से करने वाला काम इन्वॉल्व है? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, कई बार घर में कोई लाइट खराब हो जाती है, कोई स्विच काम नहीं करता, सो बहुत सारे बॉयज और कुड बी अ गर्ल, they voluntarily do it. They just open it and they fix it. So do you think you've done your engineering and you become an electrical engineer? No, it's your interest. Because you have interest, so you can do it. You watch it when somebody else is doing and you learn it so quickly. That tells you that this is something that you like. You need to find out whether you are somebody who is investigative. Are you a thinker? Do you observe things? Do you analyze things? कुछ लोग ऐसे होंगे जिनके सामने कोई चीज हो जाएगी, सपोज लाइट खराब हो गई, सो यू वुड बी लाइक लाइट खराब हो गई है, जाएंगे नहीं लाएंगे और रिप्लेस कर देंगे. बट देन दे विल बी सेकंड टाइप, जो कि ये कहेंगे कि ये लाइट खराब क्यों हुई, कहीं वोल्टेज तो ज्यादा नहीं आई थी, पर ये कैसे दिक्कत आई इसमें. सो दे विल फाइंड आउट, दे विल इन्वेस्टिगेट. सो यू नीड टू फाइंड आउट व्हाट काइंड ऑफ इंटरेस्ट डू यू हैव. Are you artistic? Do you like creating solutions for the problems? Are you imaginative? Do you imagine? Are you expressive? So these are the things that you need to find out. Then you need to find out either you're social or you're helping or you're enterprising. When I say enterprising, are you someone who likes to lead? Kai log, okay, someone, there are two kinds of people again. One who is a leader kind of a personality, जो कि लीड करता है, जो कि बताता है कि ऐसे ऐसे करो. समटाइम्स क्लासरूम में आपकी मैम आपको एक असाइनमेंट देती हैं, एक को बोल देती हैं कि आप, ये पूरा ग्रुप आपका है, आपने इनसे ये असाइनमेंट करानी है, देन यू कम एंड प्रेजेंट इट, राइट? एंड देन देयर विल बी अ टीम प्लेयर who would not be a very good leader but be a very amazing team player. So these are the things that you need to find out. What are your interests? Then the next thing that you need to find out is skills. So when we talk about skills, there's one thing that I want every one of you to remember, is that skills is something that can always be developed over time. Skill आपकी career planning को बहुत ज़्यादा affect नहीं करती है until and unless you know that exactly this is the skill that I've got. But then if there's one skill that you haven't got, you can always develop it over the time. Okay? Then the next thing that you need to find, okay, before we do the next or go to the second stage of career planning, I want every one of you to make a vision of your future career. So vision of your future career means आप एक येलो कलर का चार्ट लगाएंगे अपने स्टडी टेबल के पास, और वहां पे आप अपने फ्यूचर की विजन बनाएंगे. So what will it have? It will reflect on your previous work. आप अभी जो हमने सारी चीजें डिस्कस की, आपके एक्सपीरियंसेस, आपके लर्निंग एक्सपीरियंसेस, कि ऐसे कौन से काम हैं जो आपको बहुत एक्साइटमेंट देते हैं, ऐसी कौन सी चीजें हैं जो आप करना ज्यादा पसंद करते हैं या बिल्कुल करना पसंद नहीं करते हैं. देन यू विल थिंक ऑफ आपको ऐसे कौन से स्किल्स एंड टैलेंट्स हैं आप में जो कि आप वर्क पे यूज कर सकते हैं. And always avoid thinking that isn't possible. सो अगर कोई ऐसा काम है जो करना आपको बहुत अच्छा लगता है बट मे बी आपके पास उसकी स्किल्स अभी नहीं है, सो व्हाट इज दैट वन थिंग दैट आई हैव टोल्ड यू, that always remember that skills can be upgraded and developed over the time. हो सकता है आज आप अच्छी इंग्लिश नहीं बोल पा रहे, पर अगर आप हार्ड वर्क करेंगे तो आने वाले 1 साल में 2 साल में आप उसे प्रैक्टिस करके अच्छा कर सकते हैं. So there's a small story that I would tell you before I move on next, which is हम सब सर्कस में गए हैं, कभी ना कभी हमने लाइफ में सर्कस गए होंगे. तो सर्कस में एक बार जो सर्कस मास्टर है वो जाता है और जाकर एक एलिफेंट लेकर आता है, एकदम छोटा सा एलिफेंट का बेबी. ओके, अब वो जो एलिफेंट बेबी है ना, ही इज वेरी नॉटी, ही विल गो एवरीवेयर इन द circus area. He'll go and tease the master, and he'll go and try to eat things, and then he'll go and try to snatch things from everyone else. He was very naughty. So जो सर्कस मास्टर है उसने क्या किया, एक लकड़ी की डंडी ली और थोड़ी सी रस्सी ली और उस बेबी एलिफेंट के एक पैर में रस्सी बांध के, उस लकड़ी के साथ बांध के उसको खड़ा कर दिया. अब वो रस्सी तोड़ने की कोशिश करता रहता, दिन भर दिन रात करता रहता, मेहनत करता बहुत, फिर बैठ जाता, पर उससे नहीं हो पाता था. सो अब क्या हुआ कि वो करता रहा, बट देन ही गेव अप. ही सेड नहीं, मुझे नहीं लगता कि मैं ये तोड़ पाऊंगा. एंड देन he told his mind कि अब ये हो ही नहीं सकता उससे. अब धीरे धीरे एलिफेंट बड़ा होने लग गया, और बड़ा हुआ, एकदम ह्यूज वाला बड़ा एलिफेंट बन गया वो. अब वो एलिफेंट तो इतना बड़ा हो गया, लेकिन जो मास्टर था ना, वो आज भी उसे उसी रस्सी और उसी डंडी से बांध के खड़ा कर देता था. लेकिन हर कोई ये सोचता था कि ये एलिफेंट पागल है क्या, इतनी पतली सी रस्सी, ये डंडी, एलिफेंट तो ऐसे भी करेगा तो वो रस्सी टूट जाएगी और वो डंडी भी टूट जाएगी, पर ये यहाँ पे इसके साथ बंधा रह के क्यों खड़ा रहता है. देन सर्कस मास्टर ने सबको बताया कि इसने अपने माइंड को ये ट्रेन कर दिया है कि मैंने बहुत कोशिश की पर अब तो ये मुझसे हो ही नहीं सकता. पर वो ये भूल गया कि वो तो मैं जब बचपन में छोटा था, मुझ में इतनी ताकत भी नहीं थी, ये तो मैंने तब किया था. उसने अपने आप को अंडर एस्टिमेट किया, अपनी स्ट्रेंथ को, अपनी पावर्स को. He actually didn't realize that now he has come to a stage where he can do it like this. उसके लिए तो मतलब he would just huff and puff and it will be done. So always remember and always tell yourself that there is nothing in this world like you can't do, until and unless you try that particular stage that you are in, that particular phase of your life that you are in, and then you will know कि ठीक है, अगर उस वक्त you feel कि नहीं हो पा रहा है, then that is for that particular moment. It has not been set for whole your life कि आप कभी नहीं कर पाओगे. Okay? So next thing is reflect on your ideal work environment. आप कैसी जगह पे काम करना चाहते हो, एक रूम में, या आप एक ऐसी लोकेशन पे काम करना चाहते हो जहां आपको बाहर जाना पड़े. आप you love traveling, you may love going out. So these are the things that you need to find out, and then you need to put all that on the vision board, the vision board that you make for yourself, and that will tell you that what exactly you want to do in your life. Okay? So we go to the second stage of career planning now, which is exploring options and career opportunities. So अब आप find out करेंगे career opportunities के बारे में. आप अपने लिए कुछ career, अब आपको अपनी personality पता चल गई है कि मेरी क्या personality है, मेरे क्या interest हैं, क्या skills हैं, क्या life experiences हैं जो मुझे लगता है कि हाँ, these are the things I'm good at. Now based on that personality analysis, you shortlist couple of career options for you, and then you find out about those career options कि उसमें उसकी क्या description है, उसमें काम क्या क्या involve है. This is something that you need to find out and very important, because शायद आप सोचते होंगे कि मुझे शेफ बनना है. क्या शेफ सिर्फ सब्जी बनाता है? Do you think शेफ का काम सिर्फ खाना बनाना होता है? No, chef has a hell lot of ability. It's not just cooking, but a lot of other stuff too. So do you think you will be able to perform all the responsibilities involved in the role of a chef? Similarly, do you think CA का काम क्या सिर्फ accounts बनाना होता है? No, there are a lot of other things that a CA has to do. So this is what exactly you need to find out. You need to explore. You need to understand the roles and responsibilities involved in that particular profession. और सेकंड थिंग, यू नीड टू फाइंड आउट वो ट्रेंड में है भी अभी कि नहीं है. सारे लोग डॉक्टर और इंजीनियर तो नहीं बनते. इंजीनियरिंग में भी इतनी सारी फील्ड्स आ गई हैं अब आज की डेट में, दैट यू जस्ट डोंट नो कि अब आपको सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर, एक टाइम हुआ करता था कि हमें सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर ही बनना है, बट डू यू थिंक आज की टाइम में डिमांड है सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर्स की और कितनी है? सो दीज आर द थिंग्स दैट यू नीड टू फाइंड आउट कि उस प्रोफेशन को जो आप चूज कर रहे हो, उस जगह में, उस प्रोफेशन में क्या क्या चीजें इन्वॉल्व हैं, एंड क्या वो चीजें आपकी पर्सनालिटी से मैच करती हैं कि नहीं करती. So this is the second stage of career planning that you need to find out. The third stage of career planning is making decision. अब जो आपने शॉर्टलिस्ट किए थे कुछ करियर ऑप्शंस अपने लिए और आपने उनको एक्सप्लोर किया, उनको एक्सप्लोर करने के बाद में अब आप डिसीजन लेंगे कि ओके, दिस इज द करियर ऑप्शन दैट आई एम गोइंग टू स्टिक टू. एंड वंस यू हैव मेड द डिसीजन, देन यू नीड टू, the fourth step is make the goal. You need to set the goal for yourself. You need to select a goal. You need to understand that what are the tasks you need to achieve. You need to find out how much time do you need to complete each step and what resources might you need. For example, if we talk about the most popular profession that you decide to become a doctor, then you need to find out that how much time have you got to prepare for the NEET examination. What are the resources you need? Do you have time to prepare for that exam? Are you already in 12th class or you are in 9th, 10th class and you have 3 years to prepare for it? And what are the resources you require? Do you need to go out and take the coaching, or are you going to do it at home? So these are the things that you need to find out, and you need to set your goals. And when we talk about goal, a goal has got to be smart, which means आपका जो गोल है वो स्पेसिफिक होना चाहिए, मेजरेबल होना चाहिए, अचीवेबल होना चाहिए, रेलेवेंट एंड टाइम लिमिटेड होना चाहिए. सो व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय ये सारी चीजें? अब सपोज मैंने बोला मुझे पतला होना है, ये हो गया गोल. और मैंने बोला कि मुझे, मेरा वेट 55 kgs है, बट मैं इसे 5 kgs लेस करके 50 kgs करना चाहती हूँ in the period of 5 weeks or maybe two months. So by the end of February 2021, I will lose 5 kgs of my weight. So now this becomes a smart goal because you have specified it कि आपने बता दिया कि मैं कितना कम करूंगी, कब तक कम करूंगी. और when we, okay, why I mentioned that I have 55 and I want to get back to 50, because is it even relevant? अब रेलेवेंसी का क्या रोल है इसमें कि अगर कोई ऑलरेडी 40 kgs का है और वो और 5 किलो कम करना चाहता है और उसकी एज के हिसाब से उसका वेट 55 kgs होना चाहिए, सो इज इट द रेलेवेंट थिंग टू डू? सो यू नीड टू फाइंड आउट एग्जैक्टली दैट हाउ डज योर गोल बिकम्स अ स्मार्ट गोल. Okay, and then we come to the fifth stage, which is the final stage of career planning, which is called implementation. अब हमने सारी चीजें कर ली, लेकिन अगर हमने उसे इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं किया तो वो चीज हम उसे हासिल ही नहीं कर पाएंगे, हम उसे अचीव ही नहीं कर पाएंगे. सो ये सारी डिस्कशन, ये सारी करियर प्लानिंग विल गो इन वेन अगर हम उसे इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं कर पाएंगे. सो प्लानिंग एंड इम्प्लीमेंटेशन गोज हैंड इन हैंड. ओके, सो नाउ वी अगेन रिवाइज द 5 stages of career planning. First is you explore yourself. Second, what is the second stage? Second stage is you explore the career options. Third stage, yes, somebody raise your hand, please. Well, can somebody unmute if anyone wants to answer?
Organization. Organize.
Okay, Kirti, can you please unmute yourself?
Ma'am, third stage is making my decision.
Yes. And fourth stage?
Setting my goals.
Exactly. And fifth stage is? Implementation. Okay, thank you, Kirti, for the answer. So, okay, Three Idiot movies. I hope every one of you have seen the Three Idiot movie. So, Three Idiot movie jo thi na, wo basically it was based on career planning. What you want to do, and you don't do something because you are influenced. So, what Farhan wanted to become, he wanted to be a wildlife photographer. And because he couldn't do it, so he wasn't doing good at engineering. वो उसने engineering में इतने अच्छे college में admission लेके भी वो नहीं पढ़ पा रहा था, because वो उसे करना ही नहीं था. He was not happy. He was happy. He could have been very happy अगर वो wildlife photographer बनता सीधा. And once he got into that, he became such a happy person. He could get success in that. If we talk about this guy, who's this guy? We all know him, Rock. So Rock के professions, do you know, सबसे पहले he was in the football league, and then he ditched that, and then he got into World Wrestling Federation, and he became such a good wrestler. So this is what he was meant to, and now he's also acting in the movies. MS Dhoni, another example. What did he start his career with? He became a ticket collector, right? And what did he become? He became the captain of Indian cricket team because his passion was cricket. So this is what you need to find out, because until and unless you don't do what you are happy at, you cannot achieve milestones. Okay, office to home job kar loge, chale jaoge. But if you really want to do something big in life, then you really need to find out the right career option for yourself. Otherwise, your life would be, okay, you live your life, but you won't be able to do something big. So, okay, how can I help you in career planning if you need my help? So I'll tell you, what do we do? So first of all, we do the psychometric test. The psychometric test basically is the first step of career planning. Career planning first step is evaluating yourself. So through psychometric test, I will understand what is your personality. And once I know the personality, I match your personality with the career options that I would suggest to you. And in that, we would have one-to-one sessions. And from those one-to-one sessions, we can understand the, after we both convince each other that, okay, this is the profession that you should be going for, we make the roadmap for you. So if you have any queries, maybe not now or later on, these are my contact details. So you can quite comfortably contact me. I'm available on WhatsApp on both these numbers. So if you have any query, you can send a message over here, and you can even contact me on the Facebook. You can send a message to us if you have any query maybe later on regarding your career. So you can search me with the name of @Career Coach Alisha, and I'll be more than happy to help you guys. Thank you so much. And now we can take your questions if there's any question. And I am not going to answer the questions like ये करने के लिए क्या करना होगा और ये करने के लिए क्या करना होगा. I want first every one of you to find out about yourself, and then we decide the career. अभी हमारा जो first stage of career planning होगा वो होगा exploring yourself, evaluating yourself. And until and unless we know ourselves, until then we are not going to talk about ये करने के लिए कौन सा entrance exam देना है और कौन से subjects लेने हैं. Okay, so now we can take the questions. I will unmute everybody. Ma'am, can you unmute? Vanna ma'am, can you please unmute everyone? You're the host, I think. Or are there any questions? You can raise your hand. I'll unmute that person. So no questions? Vanna ma'am, maybe you could talk to the students. Vanna ma'am, are you there?
Alisha, actually, you are host right now, so you have a right to unmute all the participants.
Well, I'm not able to actually.
So no issue. Is it possible that you give me a host, right?
Okay, I have given the permission to unmute themselves. Everybody can unmute themselves if they want to. So they don't have to ask for a
Yes, yes.
permission.
Thank you, Alisha. Thank you so very much for your kind words and your wisdom that you have given it and spread it amongst our students. So let's welcome questions from students. Students, write your queries or questions you have in your mind right now. Either you can use your chat box or unmute yourself and can ask your question directly. I can see many faces over here. Aryan, Tanush, Sulochna. Do you have any question?
मैम इन नॉन मेडिकल इसमें कहते हैं कि ज्यादा दिन रात एक करने पड़ते हैं, क्या ये सच्ची बात है?
किसी भी प्रोफेशन में दिन रात एक नहीं करेंगे तो आगे कैसे जाएंगे आर्यन? कोई भी काम हो, जब तक हम उसमें मेहनत नहीं करेंगे तो हम आगे कैसे बढ़ेंगे? अच्छा, कोई है जो शायद अपने काम में 4 घंटे देता है और कोई है जो अपने काम में 12 घंटे देता है. तो जो 12 घंटे दे रहा है और बहुत ज्यादा अच्छे से मेहनत कर रहा है तो डेफिनेटली उसको उसका रिजल्ट ज्यादा अच्छा मिलेगा. तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि नॉन मेडिकल में, अब डॉक्टर्स भी तो दिन रात काम करते हैं, वो तो मेडिकल फील्ड में होते हैं. सीएस भी कई बार रात को लेट तक काम करते हैं. सो एवरी प्रोफेशन हैज हार्ड वर्क and you do hard work for yourself, because you really want to do something big in life. नहीं तो ठीक है, थोड़ा बहुत तो सब कर ही लेते हैं. So
and I would like to add one thing. It's not about medical or non-medical. Even if you are preparing for IAS, IPS, जो कि आप आर्ट्स स्ट्रीम ह्यूमैनिटीज के थ्रू करते हैं, that too you need to work hard. So it's totally depend upon you. What's your attitude and aptitude for that particular profession? So the more hard work you put in, the more and more result you get it. As simple as that. Isn't it, Aryan?
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Okay, ma'am.
So can we hear some more questions from some other students? Tanush, do you have any question?
No, ma'am.
Very nice. What about Kirti, Ayush, Ritu, Aryan, Kashish?
I guess they all would be introspecting at the moment because
Might be.
that would be the best thing for everyone to do tonight. I think before you go to sleep tonight, you must think of all these things because you're still at the right stage. Once you have done your 12th, then you will be left with no other option than what you have decided to do. Then it will be too late for you to divert from what you have decided. So I suggest everyone go for an introspection tonight before you go to sleep. Just find out exactly what you are, who you are, and where you would be happy to work. Not just because your cousin is a good software engineer or somebody in your friend circle is doing good or getting maybe 12 lakhs per annum. Maybe he's getting 12 lakhs per annum as a fresher because he was good at it, and you won't be as good as he is in that profession. Maybe you're not meant for it. So you need to find out first about yourself before you actually decide the career option for you guys. So I hope I've made a difference in your thoughts. Maybe this session would help you to understand and realize the importance of career planning.
Definitely, Alisha. It's rightly said by you that before exploring the world outside, you need to explore inside you. That is the most important thing. Isn't it? Find out your strength, find out your weaknesses also. Why do we need to find out our weaknesses? Because so that we can work on that accordingly. We have to come up with strategies where we can deal with such weaknesses and can harness our potential, which is lying within ourselves. So you need to find out everything of yours, find out more and more, try to explore more and more about you. And I'm sure that definitely you'll be able to match with your dreams, with your aspirations, whatever you are having. And on that note, I would like to thank Alisha for your time and for your presence. And I'm sure, and I do want to say that, yes, you made a great change, I hope, in their thought process as well and in their life as well, and maybe in future. So students, if you have any queries regarding any of your career or related to any such questions, you can feel free to contact her any point of time in your life, maybe today or maybe later. That is not any issue. So once again, I would like to thank you, Alisha.
Thank you so much.
Hope to see you soon.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Alicia,
Most welcome, children.
Thank you, ma'am.
Alicia, I request you, please